What's up, guys? Welcome to Ramcast Sports. I'm Cam Meyer, and this is my co-host.
Meechie.
And I'm here with two varsity cheerleaders from Mount Vernon, Peyton Julius and Kaleigh Brumley. So, guys, how did it feel to win the Salem Invitational Tournament over the weekend?
I think it felt really good. I mean, we've had kind of like a rough start to our season, and then after like winning that, I think it made all of our like attitudes a lot better going into like more competitions and things like that.
I mean, I feel like it was pretty fair. I mean, we worked really hard at practices to do the cheers and everything like that, and I know all of us were working really hard to make sure that we looked like our best, and I'm very happy with the outcome.
Yeah. So, how do you guys feel about beating Centralia?
I think that was probably the bet. Like, I don't know. We've had an ongoing like rivalry with them as every like Mount Vernon and Centralia sport does, but this year it's definitely been more intense. Centralia's cheer, I'll give it to them. They've been really good this year. So it just felt good to finally have like the boost of confidence that like we are good and we have the capability to beat them.
I mean, I feel like obviously we do have the capability of it. I just feel like it's getting the motivation and everybody to kind of put forth effort into doing that as well. It felt good to like beat them because like we are like they're good at one thing and we're also good at another thing. So I feel like that beating them and game day was expected.
Yeah, it was expected.
So it was the Salem Invitational Tournament, so Salem couldn't compete, but Salem has been regarded as one of the better cheer teams in the South. So I was wondering, if Salem was able to compete, do you think you could have defeated Salem there?
Yes.
I mean, absolutely. I mean, not to, I don't know. I just feel like us and Salem are very similar and very good at the game day experience because they're very good, very loud, very sharp, but we are too. So, I mean, I feel like if we really wanted it that bad, then
yeah, I feel like there's always been like Mount Vernon cheer has like a game day environment that's different from a lot of other teams, and I feel like we really like showed that at Salem, and also I think if Salem was competing, it's just Mount Vernon is like we're different. Like our cheer doesn't look necessarily like all the other teams. I think we stand out, and I think that would be like what makes us beat them if they competed. But
yeah. So this Saturday sectionals, how does it feel to host one of the largest competitions in all of Illinois out of the 5 sectionals?
I'm super excited. I think it'll honestly help our performance a lot too because we'll like have that comfort of being at home. It's like our house. I think I'm really excited to see how it turns out. Last year we went to, I think, Edwardsville, and it was just a whole new environment. We've never competed there before, and it was completely different and more nerve-wracking, but I think being here, it'll feel a lot more like familiar, and I think we'll all be able to be more comfortable with it.
I'm super excited about it. I think it'll be a lot of fun. Definitely a new experience for me because this is like my first full year cheering for Mount Vernon. But I'm super excited to meet new teams and help them get around and everything that we need to do. And I just think that the day is going to be great.
So, how are you guys preparing for this Saturday?
There's been a lot of preparation, like even before, like we competed at ICCA state, but always for varsity cheer teams, IHSA is like the big competition that everyone really works for. And we've dealt with a lot of sickness and injuries over the past 2 weeks. Like before ICCA, we had like multiple girls with the flu competing with the flu. And I think that affected our like that honestly, like it completely like changed our routine. Like everything looked different when we did it at ICCA. So I'm super excited now that we have like everyone is at full health, except we've dealt with injuries literally yesterday at practice. But I still think after all of like the work we've done, we'll be fine.
I honestly feel like it's just like a test almost because like we had everything. Like last night we were planning to go full out, just do our routine, run it a few times, and then go home. And then one of the cheerleaders hurt her knee, one we just pulled up for varsity, and that's causing us to change literally everything in our routine kind of back to the ICCA state competition. It's not a hard fix, but then again, we do compete in like 4 days, so it's really hard. We haven't even been able to go full out since last time we've competed, which has been 2 weeks. So I mean, but I think everything's going to come together, and if we want it bad enough, we will get it.
Yeah, so Chaos Cage members, leaders, Jared Johnson, I'm looking at you. Make sure to rally everyone together and get there this Saturday. The first team will compete at 9 o'clock, and Mount Vernon will go on at 10:12 a.m., which is really specific. But make sure to come this Saturday. It'll go until 6 o'clock, and we'll see you later.
See you.